Hey, this is Efrem Smith. I hang out mostly at the Bayside Midtown campus, but hey, I'm your cousin, I'm your brother, I'm your nephew. I'm a part of the large family of Bayside, and I know there are some friends of the Bayside family of churches that are listening, that are watching, and I'm so glad that I can come to you with this Devo. You know what? We talk a lot at our campuses about unleashing compassion. It's a big part of what we do, that we feel like we are called to extend the love, the grace, the peace, the reconciliation of God to the broken, to the lost, to the arrogant, to the left behind, to the outcast. It's a big part of what we do. But I want you to know that compassion has a friend. And I'm going to tell you about the friend, the tag team partner of compassion. And I'm going to read to you from Matthew chapter 25, beginning with verse 31. When the Son of Man comes in his glory, and all the angels with him, he will sit on his glorious throne. All the nations will be gathered before him, and he will separate the people one from another as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. He will put the sheep on his right and the goats on his left. Then the king will say to those on his right, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father, take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me." Then the righteous will answer him, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? And when did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you?" The king will reply, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." Compassion has a friend, and that friend is justice. The tag team partner of compassion is justice. How can I say that? I didn't even use the word justice anywhere in this passage, but there is a key word that in the Old Testament is directly connected, is interlocked with justice, and that's righteousness. So when Jesus is sharing this parable and he's talking about something that takes great compassion, to give food to the hungry, to give drink to the thirsty, to see about the sick, to see about the foreigner, the other, to see about the one that is incarcerated, all of that going to, getting in proximity with those types of people, that's compassion. But doing that is the work of the righteous. And righteousness and justice are interlocked, which means you can't be compassionate as a follower of Christ. You can't truly be compassionate without being about justice, the justice of God. I know the word justice can be controversial. It's thrown out all over the place. It's been politicized. It's polarizing, but it is of God. It is biblical. It is the calling of the follower of Christ to love mercy and do justice and walk humbly. It is our job as the righteous people of God to unleash compassion and justice. You know, one of the ways we do that at Bayside, there's so many. I don't even know how I can talk about one. So let me just sneak in two real quick. One is, one of our campuses is at a prison facility. A men's facility and a women's facility. One of our Bayside campuses is Folsom Prison because we're mindful of the incarcerated. They are our brothers and sisters. So we worship with them. We commune with them. And also in that same prison, there are ministries like World Impact and Prison Fellowship, where inmates are getting theological skills and business skills, leadership skills. And some of them are actually coming out transformed, redeemed, righteous, and they're joining our campuses like Midtown and Blue Oaks and so forth. Wow! You and I, we have the ability on this day to declare that our righteousness in Christ will lead to compassion and justice. Let it be done. God bless you.